Hey, what's up, guys? Mike back here again, this time with another vinyl update here. I hope everyone's doing well. With this update, I have quite a few of reissues to go through, mainly 90s reissues, maybe some early 2000 stuff thrown in there, and then just a smattering of some other things as well. But anyway, I hope everyone's doing well. Cheers, everyone. I got a little cafe Americano going on here from a great little coffee shop I just found down the way. It's Mexican. La Cafecito is the name of them. So if you're in the southwest Missouri area, I highly recommend checking this coffee shop out. Anyway, really good coffee, surprisingly good. So let's just get into the records here. Got a lot to go through. Like I said, a bunch of reissues and whatnot. So I think I did have two in here that I got on Black Friday, some Black Friday deals. Have another video that I plan on doing, all CDs, Relapse Records and Solid State. Both had fantastic deals. Relapse in particular had like $5 CDs, which was really hard to pass up on. So I got quite a few from, actually I got 4 from them, and I think 3 from Solid State. So that's a separate video though, but that should be coming in the next few weeks. Anyway, let's just jump into this one right now. Actually just got done listening to this one here on the turntable. I've had this for a couple weeks now, but the first time I actually put it on the turntable, Sheryl Crow, Tuesday Night Music Club, of course her debut album. I was pretty excited that this got reissued. Hopefully her next albums, like Self-Titled and Globe Sessions, get reissued as well. I prefer those actually over this one, but this one is still great in my opinion. Of course, it has the classics on here: Leaving Las Vegas, Strong Enough, All I Want to Do. That's when All I Want to Do. I remember my dad in particular was obsessed with that song when it came out back in the 90s. So I think that's where my love from Sheryl Crow kind of stems from. My dad really liked her, so I was exposed to her quite a bit at a young age. So Sheryl Crow, there we go. Glad to have that in the collection. This is one of the Black Friday deals here. Really excited that this finally got this in the collection. I have it on CD, and I have some of their other albums on vinyl here, but this is the Canadian rock band, alternative rock band Pup, Morbid Stuff. I think this was 15 bucks on Rise Records on Black Friday. So I jumped at that. Nice pink vinyl there. Love this album. I would say if you're a fan of Modest Mouse, this would be a great listen for you. Not like, it's not like they sound exactly like Modest Mouse, but kind of that tone, harshness at times. I've heard people refer to them as pop punk. I really wouldn't go that direction with them. There is a punk element to them though, and I guess they are kind of poppy, but not what I would consider pop punk, like Blink-182 or Good Charlotte or something like that. But really enjoy this band, so stoked to have that in the collection. I guess his voice kind of sounds like lead singer, I can't think of his name right now off the top of my head here, but the lead singer from Bright Eyes, kind of a little bit of Jello from Dead Kennedys at times. So if that sounds interesting to you, Pup, check them out. Love them. And let me put this back in the sleeve here. There we go. Next up, we got Jewel, another reissue through Craft Recordings. This is her second album, Spirit. I remember getting this for Christmas on CD whenever this was originally came out. I guess I would have been in high school at the time, but always been a fan of Jewel here. I don't know if this was as popular as her debut, but still a great record in my opinion. Nice gatefold there. This is just on standard black vinyl. Craft Recordings, though, does an amazing job with their pressings. I have some Between the Buried and Me from them, and what else do I have? I think like a Creedence Clearwater Revival live album that they did a few years back. That sounds fantastic. So, but yeah, stoked to have that. Beautiful packaging as well. Also, I just watched her live from Woodstock '99 concert in whole. You can find it on YouTube. Really, really good live show in my opinion. Highly worth checking it out. Actually, It's actually what got me back into Jewel again. Was like just watching that. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot how good Jewel was. And that performance in particular, I would love a live recording of. Anyway, moving along, going in a completely different direction. This is Candy, Heaven is Here. This is from Relapse Records. I got this on Black Friday as well for a pretty good price. I can't remember what I paid for this exactly, but it was fairly cheap. I think it was under 20 bucks. So have this on CD, but I was like, man, love a vinyl copy of that. So I bought that. It is on a splatter vinyl here. Go. Very nice. And yeah, Candy, elements of grindcore, industrial going on. Highly recommend checking this band out, though. Really, really like them. If grindcore and industrial is your thing, I think you will like them as well. So there we go. It does come with a big poster in here. Kind of blocking the record at the moment, which is basically just this artwork here, only on a much grander scale. But yeah, Candy, Heaven is Here. Good stuff. Really excited that this got released on vinyl here. This would be Dizzy Rascals, probably one of my favorite rap albums of all time. This is Boy in the Corner. This is the 20th anniversary edition. I can't believe it's been that long already. Because I remember when this first came out and I was just blown away. If you don't know, Dizzy Rascal is a grime, UK grime artist. If you're not familiar with grime, I don't know really how to... You just have to listen to it. I don't know a good way to explain grime off the top of my head. But yeah, and this is on three LPs. Black kind of fits the motif of the album here. I believe this one, yep, yellow. And the third would be white. So there we go. Dizzy Rascal, Boy in the Corner. I'd love for, you know, some of his other albums to get reissued. Maths in English is another great one. His song off that was Sirens. Man, love that song. But really, really a great artist here in my opinion. So there we go. Check that out if that sounds interesting to you. Live recording here. This is the Cramps. I don't have any Cramps on vinyl, so this is the first one that for the collection here. This is You Better Duck. Pretty good live recording here. It starts off a little bit rough off the top, but that soon is like you can hear him like maybe knock into the microphone or something. But that's like only one instance. The rest of the album is fantastic. Sounds great. Really enjoy live recordings here. The older I get, for whatever reason, I used to not care for them at all in my youth. I really stayed away from them, but the older I get, there's something about capturing the energy of the live shows that you just don't get in the studio. Some of it might be sloppy, but it kind of adds to the charm of the performance. This is not sloppy, though, by any means. Great stuff from the Cramps. And from the Cramps, this is just all over the place. We go to Dave Matthews Band, These Crowded Streets. Not a huge Dave Matthews Band fan. I do have his newest album. I did like that quite a bit. And then this is by far my favorite album that they have released here. This is a nice two LP set here. Great packaging. There's the gatefold there. And if you can see here, nice glossy, especially on those red circles there. Very, very nice. But yeah, I mean, Don't Drink the Water. Halloween is great. It's probably the heaviest that Dave Matthews Band ever got. And man, I just really, really enjoyed this album here. And recently fell in love with it all over again. It had been years since I had listened to it. And then it kind of came into my, my attention here recently for whatever reason. And I was like, oh yeah, I forgot how good that was. So got that in the collection here. So glad that got a reissue because I do know it can get kind of pricey if you want an original here. And to go along with the shirt here, I was at Target the other day. This was like 20 bucks. I was like, all right, this is the year. This is the year that I bite the bullet and get a copy of this on vinyl here. I don't own many holiday albums or Christmas records. I think I have the Grinch, and that's really about it. But I love me some Mariah Carey. Guilty pleasure, if you want to call it that. But I just think amazing voice, and of course, All I Want for Christmas Is You. I mean, come on. It's a bona fide classic. My girlfriend, anytime she hears it, she's just like, oh my god, that song. She's like, no, it's going to be in my head all day. So I'm going to see her later, and she's going to see this shirt, and she's going to roll her eyes at me. But anyway, there we go. Glad to have that in the collection here. From the late 90s, we got Melanie C. Northern Star. Of course, Mel C. from the Spice Girls, probably my favorite Spice Girl here. Really good album, pop album, if you will. In my personal opinion, glad to get this on vinyl here. I had some points to redeem through Amazon, so with the exception of this sticker down here, it's in really good shape. I can't remember what I paid for this. It was like, well, I didn't pay anything for it, but it was like $30, and I was like, yeah. Used to have this on CD. I don't have it on CD anymore. I think they got rid of it for some reason, but yeah, great album. There's a few maybe misses on here and there, but as a whole, I really enjoy this. So there we go. And staying in the pop realm, we got the Australian duo, twin sisters, Veronicas, with their album Godzilla. This came out a few years back. Not probably their best work, but still pretty fun, in my opinion, here. And I can't remember what... Hook Me Up. That's the name of the album that first got my attention from them, and that's a really, really great pop album, in my opinion. Nice green vinyl there. Of course, we got lyrics on one side, and then there the girls are there. The twins, Jessica and... what's her? I can't remember what her name is. It's Jessica and somebody else. It's escaping me at the moment. This also has a track featuring Travis Barker on it. He was all over the place a couple of years ago. Drumming on everybody's albums. It's like Willow and Avril Lavigne's comeback album, and apparently this and some other stuff as well. So, man gets around. And last but not least, we got this classic from the 90s. Of course, has Salvation on it. One of my favorite Cranberry songs. This is To the Faithful Departed. Also, what else does this have? Free to Decide. It's a great one too. Great album by them. Probably one of my favorites. Glad that this got a reissue here. Pretty bare bones packaging here. There was a deluxe edition that they came out with that I decided to pass on. That was, I think, $10 more. So I was like, you know what? This is all I need. So there we go. Cranberries. And I do believe that does it for this edition of the vinyl update. I will have a video coming up here in the near future with the CDs that I got on Black Friday. Like I said, still waiting for those to come in. But until then, as always, guys, happy listening, and we will talk to you later. All right.